In ancient Egypt, cats had a special place in society, being revered as divine symbols and sacred protectors. Here is a detailed summary of their role and significance. The cat in ancient Egypt. Association with the goddess Bat. Cats were closely linked to Batet, one of the most important goddesses in Egyptian mythology. Batet was depicted as a woman with a cat's head or as a full cat. She was the goddess of the home, fertility, joy, music, and protection from evil. In her fiercest aspect, Batet also embodied protection and was linked to the sun and war, although this combative side was more typical of her predecessor, the lioness goddess Sekhmet. Protection and good fortune. The Egyptians believed that cats were magical guardians who protected homes from evil spirits and pests, especially by keeping mice and snakes away. Having a cat in the home was considered a sign of prosperity and divine blessing. Death and mourning for a cat. The relationship with cats was so strong that if a cat died, family members would mourn it deeply. As a symbol of mourning, people often shaved their eyebrows. Deceased cats were mummified and buried with honors. Mummified mice or fish were also offered as funerary offerings to accompany the cat into the afterlife. The cat as an incarnation of the divine. Cats were not only considered pets, but living manifestations of the sacred. They were treated with extreme respect, and harming a cat, even accidentally, was a serious crime that could be punished by death. The cat in everyday life. Cats were common in Egyptian temples and homes. Their pest hunting skills were useful, especially in guarding the granaries where crops were stored. Egyptian paintings and sculptures show cats in elegant, relaxed poses, often accompanying their owners, reflecting their spiritual as well as everyday importance. Bubastis, the sacred city of cats. The city of Bubastis was the main center of worship for Batet. Festivals were held there in honor of the goddess, where cats were also venerated as her representatives on earth. Large cemeteries of mummified cats have been found in this city, evidence of the respect and love that the Egyptians had for them. Legacy and modern fascination. The divine status of cats in Egypt is one of the reasons why today they are associated with mystery, elegance, and spiritual connection. This respect and admiration have become part of popular culture, keeping alive the symbolism of the cat as a special and unique animal. Batet is one of the most fascinating goddesses of ancient Egypt, and her story is full of symbolism, power, and duality. Here are more details about her. Origin and evolution of Bat. From lioness to domestic cat. Initially, Batet was depicted as a lioness, fierce and warrior, protector of the pharaoh in battle. Over time, her image softened, and she began to be depicted as a domestic cat or a woman with a cat's head, associated with home, motherhood, and spiritual protection. This change reflects the cultural transition from a society focused on war to one more focused on prosperity and everyday life. Relationship with Sekhmet. Batet and Sekhmet share a special bond. They were sometimes considered two aspects of the same goddess. Sekhmet, the fierce lioness, was the destructive and vengeful manifestation of the sun, while Batet represented its protective and kind aspect. This dualism showed the balance between aggression and peace, both necessary for stability. Attributes and symbolism. Protector of the home and family. Batet protected homes from evil spirits and disease, especially women and children. She was also a goddess of fertility, helping in childbirth and ensuring the continuity of life. Joy and pleasure. She was associated with music, dance, and festivity. She was often depicted with a sistrum, a ritual musical instrument that symbolized joy and celebration. Protection of the pharaoh and the nation. Although Batet had a gentle side, she was still a fierce protector. In times of danger, she could assume her lion-like form and defend Egypt with the same ferocity as Sekhmet. Relationship with the sun and moon. Batet was known as the Lady of the East and was associated with the sun, specifically the god Ra, whom she protected from the serpent Apophis during his nightly journey. In some interpretations, she was also linked to the moon, representing cyclical change and duality. Iconography and worship. Artistic representations. Batet was represented as a cat or a woman with a cat's head, often holding a sistrum and an ankh, symbol of life. She could also appear with cat cubs, representing fertility and maternal love. Temple in Bubastis. Her temple in the city of Bubastis was one of the most famous and visited in Egypt. Festivals in her honor were grand, full of music, dance, and processions. This temple was also a place where devotees offered cat figures and amulets as a symbol of gratitude or petition. Mummification of cats. In honor of Batet, cats were mummified as sacred offerings. Cemeteries full of these animals have been found near Bubastis, reflecting her massive cult. Relationship with the pharaohs. Batet was seen as a direct protector of the pharaoh, whom she helped in both the spiritual and physical realms. In inscriptions, she is shown fighting enemies of the king or caring for her family. Her dual character allowed her to be both a loving mother and a relentless warrior. Modern symbolism. Batet remains a popular figure in contemporary culture. Her image as a cat goddess inspires respect, mystery, and connection to the spiritual. Many see in her a symbol of protection, sensuality, and feminine power. And thank you for watching this video, and see you soon.